Hey guys, it's Billy and welcome back to Spill Sesh. Today we are once again talking about the Ace family because they are of course getting called out once again. But shockingly this time it isn't for a scam or a lawsuit or anything like that, but it is instead for embarrassing their kids in their latest YouTube video. And also Austin getting called out for treating their daughters differently than their son. So this all stemmed from their recent video titled "Confronting My Daughters About a Boy She Was Shook." And halfway through the video, Austin explains that their oldest daughter, Elle, who is 5, has recently been joking with her friends at school about having a boyfriend. And he feels like she learned this because she's on TikTok, she's on YouTube, and obviously at school, like girls are talking about this and like friends that she has are talking about this with her and they're being funny and they're being goofy. But obviously Austin was kind of taking this to a whole other level that people did not like because it ended up getting them called out. He decided that he was going to sit down and have a confrontational talk with both of his daughters and his son about having a significant other. And Elle is just 5, Alea is like 3, and their youngest son is like 1. So this conversation is definitely something that they thought was going to be coming off as something that was funny, but in turn people ended up thinking that it was just really uncomfortable and embarrassing for him to film, and they did not like the things that he was saying. So like I said in the beginning of the video, Austin was kind of explaining why he was going to sit down with the girls and his son to have this conversation about having a significant other.
So with that being said, I've heard her bring up the word boyfriend, right? And I'm not sure if she knows what a boyfriend is or not. Her friends bring up the word boyfriend a lot. And usually the kids are joking around when they mean boyfriend. Obviously they're so young. But earlier today when we woke up, she mentioned a boyfriend. Her and Lele were laughing and joking about their pretend boyfriend. And try to be as serious as I can be. And I'm going to ask her about her having a boyfriend and if she has a boyfriend. And her not to lie to me. Because if she lies to me, and she's going to be in trouble.
And in the middle of explaining why he wanted to have this conversation with them, he says that he does not want to be this super strict parent to his kids. He wants to be like a chill parent because he feels like if you're too strict, then your kid's going to act out, and he doesn't want that at all, which is understandable. But then he ends up saying that he is going to be more strict with his daughters than with his sons.
I don't want a parent who's like so strict. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna be more strict with my girls than my son.
And Catherine was not having that comment at all. She reacted right away. She was saying, ew, no, like she definitely was not vibing with what Austin was saying in this very moment.
What?
Yeah, that's just...
Stop.
That's just the nature of it. That's just the nature of it.
No.
But I don't want to be too strict to where
it's
the girls...
It's alright, Stewie got me.
And as well, people in the comment section were very quick to point out that this was super messed up for Austin to say that he was going to be treating his daughters differently than his son, and he was going to have different rules for them, and he was going to be more strict with them than he was with his son. People in the comments were saying things like, ew, Austin, I know we're all trying our best with parenting and all, but that comment about being more strict on the girls than your baby boy is not it. We should all be treated the same no matter the gender. Focus more on the example you set for them and they will follow your footsteps. Why being more strict when it comes to your daughters? For once, let's teach our sons to behave. Girls have to be protected and parents have to teach boys respect. Also, it's such a modest idea liking your son over your daughters just because of their gender. That's patriarchy. Guys, please don't do that. How did I know Austin was the type of guy to say he's going to be more strict on his girls versus his son? That is what creates these toxic men. If we all educate our sons, no girl will be harmed. So instead of being strict with your daughters, be strict with your son. Don't make the girls feel like they can't do anything and brother can do everything, because that will also mess them up. They might resent each other one day. A lot of the comments of this video were talking about this specifically, just saying that it was super messed up that Austin was saying all of this. And when he did actually sit down and have a conversation with each individual kid, he pretty much like interrogated them about whether or not they had a significant other. So with Elle and Alea, he was like, I heard you have a boyfriend. He basically hid the camera in a playroom and called them in one by one and had a chit chat with them. And when he sat down with Elle, he basically just tells her, you can't have a boyfriend and all of this.
Do that, you have a boyfriend?
No.
I'm being serious, Elle. I'm gonna take this very serious.
No, I don't have one.
You wanna go to Papa's this weekend? Okay, now I need you to tell me the truth, okay? You have a boyfriend now?
No.
Which definitely had people feeling super embarrassed for Elle, and they also just felt like this whole thing was really dumb because she's so young, and obviously she's not in a serious relationship with anybody. She's freaking 5 years old. And a lot of the comments read things like, she's an innocent child, stop making it weird and making it seem bad for her to be friends with boys, because that's all she's going to take away from that conversation. If she's growing up too fast, then don't let her watch TikToks and YouTube videos. Don't scare them like this, or they'll never tell you when they actually get into a relationship. LOL, just let them be young. She's going to grow up thinking she can't have a boyfriend or even be friends with boys, or she'll be grounded. Like, seriously, she's an innocent little girl. You guys make it weird for her. He then does this with Lele, Alea, their 3-year-old, and he's asking her about whether or not she has a boyfriend, and she is just staring at him. She's like, what is going on? She's not understanding anything that she's saying. I literally don't think a 3-year-old even knows what a boyfriend even is.
Huh? You don't know? You don't have a boyfriend though? Okay, good. You don't need a boyfriend. You know that, right? You're too little. You know, you're too smart to have a boyfriend. You're too beautiful to have a boyfriend. You and your sister.
And Elle at 5 years old definitely doesn't know what an actual boyfriend really is. She just knows about the word and probably thinks it's like some funny, like giggly thing that her and her friends joke about. And with their youngest and their only son, Austin is asking him if he has a girlfriend. And Austin is like, sports only, no girlfriends. And this whole thing just has people in the comments like, what on earth made him think that this was going to be a funny little sketch that he should post on their channel? At the beginning of the video, Austin clearly states that Elle is on social media. She watches YouTube videos. She's watching TikToks. Her friends are also on social media. And so people in the comment section were making mentions of, if Elle's classmates were to see this video of her dad telling her she can't have a boyfriend, that's embarrassing. If she's on YouTube, her friends are probably on YouTube, and they know that her family is on YouTube, and they're going to see videos of her on the internet, and who knows what they're going to say. Kids are mean. Like, bullying is no joke. And especially when you're talking about boyfriends, kids can be just so mean about that kind of stuff. And so people are just like, this whole video idea was not funny at all. And Austin punishing their kids on camera for not even having a boyfriend is just ridiculous. And the fact that he was telling them that they can't have a boyfriend, they should never have a boyfriend, they're too young for a boyfriend, all of this stuff is just out of this world because they are so young, and that's obviously something that is not realistically happening for them, and they're just being fun and they're just playing around and they're having a good time, they're growing up, they're being kids, and of course it's being filmed and it's being put online, and people in their personal lives are seeing that stuff, and that is embarrassing. And this all just kind of comes back to the fact that a lot of people don't think that things like this should be online. People don't like family channels. People don't like that kids are in content against their will. I mean, he wasn't even asking, hey, do you want to be on camera? He literally said he was going to be setting up a secret camera in the playroom and bringing them in one by one to have a conversation with them. He was essentially pranking them into interrogating them about these things to have them on camera reacting to whatever he was saying to them. He wasn't even saying, hey, Elle, do you want to be in our YouTube video? He literally just filmed her. And people do not think that that is how it should be going down with family channels. And even if a 5-year-old is saying, hey, I want to be on camera, they really don't know what they're getting into. They don't know what they're signing up for. And are they even being compensated for their time that they are on camera? This isn't like Hollywood. There is no regulations for this stuff. And there are just so many controversial things being said about family channels in general right now. So that's pretty much like the biggest thing that came out of the Ace family video, is that people were just like, this is ridiculous. You shouldn't have posted this online. You shouldn't be joking with them like this. You shouldn't be filming this. You shouldn't be putting them on blast like this for having a fake freaking boyfriend. It's a total mess. And in the midst of this, people were also in the comments kind of frustrated because Catherine and Austin were promoting health and wellness throughout this entire video, promoting different health and wellness products and saying that it wasn't a sponsored video, but then sharing a code, and people were a little confused as to whether or not it was actually sponsored or what the heck was going on here. But Catherine was showing off all of these health products that she gives the kids, that she takes herself, and gave a code, and people are just like, this family is ridiculous at this rate. Like, what is going on here? So I definitely want to know, did you guys watch this video? It was very all over the place. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.